Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, Charles, you think about this defense. This week in preparation, you couldn't hide the fact from them that they're facing a team that's lost 7 in a row. You just wonder if they prepared the same way they normally do.
Yeah, that's a great question because normally that preparation goes into what you do well on defense. What is the best thing that you do going into a game? But in this case, you might want to take all the tendencies.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 4. You talk about this Titan defense. They come into this one way down at number 23 against the run of the NFL.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Hurts going to keep it running left. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Great. Hey!
Now Hurts changing up the play. They'll give this to Akers running right. That tackle by Jeffrey Simmons. The Eagles at 10 and 4 on the year, and they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
Hurts. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hurts going to keep it on the draw.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 3 yards on the keeper, and it's fourth down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payout they were looking for.
And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the 47-yard line.
Levis sets up to throw here.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Call it a gain of a yard. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
Here's Levis.
This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And it'll be fourth down.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now,
as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And they punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. He'll return it from the 6. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over first and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
second and 10.
63. Round up, get it.
Throwing is Hurts. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Levis to throw on first and 10 here.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold.
Levis.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
On first down, Levis.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On second down, they'll run it here. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And this time he is in.
Yes.
A great effort there. With touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Titans take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
They go play action with Hurts.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Here's Hurts to throw. Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Hey, 73, 73.
He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
It hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it.
Now back to throw.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one.
So after the 4th down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25. On the handoff, running left is Akers.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Second and 6.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Eagles are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Back to throw, it's Levis. That's caught. It's Tutu Atwell.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Levis now on 1st and 10. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit. Let them catch their breath.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith. And they work this well upfield across the 45. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
No touch.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
No touch.
On the give, this is Akers.
Nifty. Akers, he coughs it up. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. The fumble on first down. Now here's 2nd down. They'll pitch it out to Akers.
And despite the good footwork, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
On the handoff, it's Akers.
Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, Silver. No touch.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long.
They'll look to throw here. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
A gain of 12 yards brings up 4th down.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from 48. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game.
Hurts fumbles it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This is Smith with a ground. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And this is incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Here's Akers.
And he's going to take this down to about the 17.
40 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down.
They'll try and run for this with Akers.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Cam Akers, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights. His guys will take a 10-point lead. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the 2nd half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. It was a small magical spread to overcome. A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Levis to throw it. That's complete to Traylon Burks.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Levis sets up to throw here.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they certainly aren't ready up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Here's Levis. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 30. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Levis now off of play action.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Curtis Samuel, 30 yards.
And the Titans are back within a score.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Close there. He caught it, just wasn't able to stay in bounds.
And that's where the sideline, it was used as a 12th defender. You know, 11's legal. This one is an imaginary one that my college coach used to call Sammy Sideline. Sammy Sideline can protect you at times, and in this case, that's exactly what he did for the defenders.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hurts.
Watkins diving. He's got him. They'll get 34 yards there.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Throwing is Hurts. Looking underneath, he's got Akers.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 2. Here's Hurts to throw. Quick slant to Brown.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 22-yard line. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
2nd down. Here's Hurts.
Over the middle, complete. That's Smith.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover down.
And he will take this one in for the Eagle touchdown.
Quez Watkins
From 10 yards out.
And the Eagles add 6 to their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now Levis.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Levis back to throw.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. One quarter remains here in Week 16. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Levis looking to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Eagles are going to take over here up near the 40.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll begin on the ground with Akers.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line.
64 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This time it's 3rd and 3.
63.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
It's 4th down.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that, maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, it's Levis. That's caught. It's Tutu Atwell. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
A gain of 21 yards. First down.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Levis. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 30. And they're going to speed things up here. First and 10. Here's Levis. That pass taken in by Burks. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Levis to throw once more.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
Desperation time now. Here's Levis.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, 2-score game still. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, with about 95% chance of winning.
Yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Off the option, here's Akers.
And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Hurts sets up to throw it.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. And got his man complete.
And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Oh, man, disappointment that he couldn't finish that off in the end zone. What an effort there, doing all he can to get to the pylon, and he's going to wind up out of bounds just short. But a huge play there, going to set him up with 1st and goal from very short range.
The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee.
Set.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road. But there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway. Once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So for the Eagles, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now in the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, it's another loss as they now fall to 4-11. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long.